Hello everyone, welcome back to our playthrough of the Digimon version 20th English. Our mons have not changed, but as is expected of them being in their adult form. However, fear not, because if you check my records, you'll see that I have the best records. Do you see? It's really annoying to me that they don't do individual Digimon count in the version 20th. I want to say that was a thing in the DMX. Do you have batteries? Oh, I took the batteries out. Oh, I'm so mature. I'm a good boy. Wow. Normally, I'm not so good about that, and then I just whine whenever my games get messed up by battery acid. So, this video is partially a check-in, partially a reminder. It's your nice notice from your friendly neighborhood Kakujo that the DMX, the version 3, though, the pre-orders are now open. Go get in there. Get them. Normally, we would wait until the premium Bandai English pre-orders are available because that's the way you can save like a few bucks, I guess, but they're not up. And people are like, we assume there's going to be a premium Bandai English release, but we're not sure. But if you want to be sure to get it, pre-order it now. As I do when I don't have premium Bandai US available to me, I pre-ordered them through DE Japan. They're a website that I used before. They've also sponsored me a couple times in the form of them like giving me like a free virtual pet in exchange for me putting like their link in my description. They're pretty good to work with. I also like pre-ordered from them a few times before I ever went into that partnership because I want to make sure they're a good service, of course. So I pre-ordered this translucent yellow one, right? It's so amazing to finally get a translucent Digimon. We normally don't get to have this, we 90s kids, right? You're all 90s kids, right? What? Leave! Just kidding, I'm not that kind of guy, okay? Let me know, did you defeat the Gabumon? Good! I'm so glad that Godzilla and Mothra are working together again. For real though, I don't know if it's just like a 90s kid thing. Like, let me know in the comments below, did you not grow up with translucent style cases on your video game things? And if not, do you now find these translucent style cases extremely appealing? I'm pretty convinced it's just a nostalgia thing. But anyway, yeah, the version 3 is going to be translucent yellow and translucent blue. So like I said, I've gone and pre-ordered the translucent yellow, and just in case any of you missed this when I said it before in a previous video, I actually did find a place to pre-order the DMX version 2. So I know previously I had said that I wasn't going to run that, yada yada, I was all sad and stuff, but I found a place to pre-order it. It'll just come in a little later, I think like the second wave, which I believe is in December. So if you're holding out for me to play through that, you know, it's gonna happen. And then like literally 3 months later, the DMX 3 is gonna happen. What's gonna happen to the poor DMX version 2? It's the middle child of the DMXs. It truly is, because it's barely been given any time to shine in the spotlight. Ah, but you won't fool me this time, Bandai. You won't fool me twice. One could simply assume that the DMX version 3 is going to just be a recolored with a few different Digimon of the version 2, but nay, so far it has already been revealed that the version 3 is going to have a bunch of new Digimon X Antibody types, similar to how the version 2 had a lot of different X Antibody Digimon than the version 1 DMX. And also, it seems like it implied that there might be a different mechanic in it. Implied. Not guaranteed. I'm not hoping for it. Either way, I just want that goopy wing Monzaemon. Look at him. He's got goopy wings! Look at these new Mons. I know some people who are going to be very excited about Terriermon X. I know some people who are going to be very excited about Gonkomon X. Could you imagine the dabbing power? But anyway, yeah, if you're able to get it, go ahead. If you're not, don't feel bad. That's one thing that, let's talk about this for a second, okay? Importing Digimon has always been expensive. It's always been kind of an investment, kind of a hobbyist kind of thing, yeah? Because if you want to import these Japanese things, you gotta pay like this price in shipping as well, and so it does really get quite expensive. And don't even get me started on Japanese color Tamagotchis. Oh my god, it's like $100 to import one. Okay, we've hit this point with Bandai where I think they've hit a nerve, they've hit a vein, and they're ready to just start drawing the blood out. Okay, it's not necessarily a bad thing, it's just business, you know, and I'm more than happy to have Digimon be successful. But we're also at this point where even with the Wave 2 releases, back when it was like, you know, these things. Remember when this? Like, oh, look, or make sure you get the Wave 3, the Zubamon, the gold version. It was kind of like a stretch. And there were lots of people out there that I saw who were like, oh man, I can't afford this, or oh, I just like made myself super broke by getting this next wave of the Digimon thing. And that's the problem that I have with this. It's not really a problem with Bandai or the sales of it and all. I know there are lots of people who are being very excited about this, but I also want you to know it's okay to not like jump in on the V3 right after getting the V2 of the DMX. Like, it's okay to slow down. Hopefully they'll be there. Hopefully Bandai will make it available. If they're, I mean, I think Bandai has that responsibility at least, right? If they're going to make a DMX 3 and release it 3 months after the DMX 2, They need to make it to where there's going to be stock available so we all don't rush out there and buy up everything immediately and break our banks and go broke because we're so terrified of scalpers. We're so terrified of the secondary market. Mind you, I do realize it entirely benefits Bandai to maintain this status so that way they can make sure we're all getting their newest things as soon as possible. From a business point, that makes sense. I just don't like it. I think it's scummy. So yeah, it's okay to slow down. Remember why we all got into this in the first place. For the mons. For the care, for the raising, for the training, for the companionship, the partnership, okay? I almost would feel bad to jump straight from the DMX2 to the DMX3 before I've seen all of the Digimon, you know? I want to spend time with these guys. There are pets, there are friends, there are digital monsters. With that aside, I am still very hyped for it. And if you're very hyped for it, let me know which Digimon you are most excited for in the DMX3. I would say mine is, yeah, Monzemon X, even though I'm not getting that color. I just love the translucent yellow, it looks so good. That's all for today. Everyone, thanks for hanging out with me. Thanks to our patrons for supporting this channel, especially Nobro, Dog Turner, 80 Knight, and Shifter. And I'll see you all in the next one. Have a good one! Don't spend all your money! Digimon is fun, but you don't want to burn out.